It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the champs from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. 60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Right to the air is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown Autumn. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Phillips, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tua Tagovailoa. A 13-yard touchdown run. Will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of this.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. first down. Tagovailoa. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Going to the air. Tagovailoa forced out to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 21-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
At the 37-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Bateman, 63 yards. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20.
The score, Cardinals 35, Texans 15.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Two and now on 1st down. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 and a throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Butker on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Cardinals 42, Texans 15. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. They'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now down to 20.
Texans 22.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. It's caught. Smith. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throwing into the hands of Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jalen Waddle. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Texans 22.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tua now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Here's Tua. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Goes right back to McBride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught at the 1. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Tua sets up to pass it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Texans first down.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens, 35 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. Now it's Tua. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Touchdown. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes this one to Pickens. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Texans. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2 to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught at the 2. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cards are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Texans 54.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's got this to Pickens. Touchdown, Texans. George Pickens with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Texans get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mahomes to throw it. Completed the one. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On play action, here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. The it's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Texans 66.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tua now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Texans 66.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some play.
There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown. James Cook taking it in. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One final try from Mahomes. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.